Hi, my name is Nicole. Last year, my son Leo was diagnosed with stage 5 nephroblastoma, also known as Wilms tumor, and it's a form of kidney cancer. Doctor came in and told us that Leo had masses in both sides of his kidneys, and they couldn't perform an MRI to prove that it was Wilms tumor, but that's what they thought it was. So they told us to please grab your things. We're going to take you up to the oncology unit, and tomorrow Leo's going to have an MRI, and we'll go from there. So we get back to the room. We can't even believe what we just heard, felt like somebody kicked me in the stomach. We just couldn't believe what we heard, and we didn't believe it because he was always healthy, so much energy, just a crazy little 2-year-old boy, and nothing was ever wrong with him before. So the next day he had his MRI, and there they confirmed that it was in fact Wilms tumor. So they sat us down, gave us a 26 week treatment plan, and went over the types of drugs that he was going to take. And I think hearing all the side effects, it's something that I've never thought about before. Like, you hear people get cancer and they, chemotherapy, but this time we're talking about a baby, a 2-year-old kid, and the side effects were things like secondary cancers, heart failure, heart disease, lung damage, the list goes on, the obvious things like losing hair, sickness with, vomiting, diarrhea, things like that, but even death. So we had no choice. We had to consent that we were gonna let them give our child chemotherapy, pretty much just pump our baby with poison. We had no choice. We had to, let them save his life. The statistics are 1 in 285 kids will get cancer before their 20th birthday. 43 kids are diagnosed with cancer every day. It happens. It is not rare. And it's so important for people to start talking about this and getting awareness out of there. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and we should have it year-round, because year-round kids are getting cancer and dying. And I know nobody wants to talk about children dying, but that's the truth. And people need to know this is childhood cancer. These are the things that are happening. We're losing kids every single day. So I know people care. I know people want to help. You just don't know how. A great foundation to get involved with is Alex's Lemonade Stand. The money that you donate goes directly towards research, which is needed to find cures, and not even just cures. They need to find treatments to prevent these horrible side effects that kids will live with for the rest of their lives. Their lives are cut short as it is if, once they get that cancer, but even the treatments can cut their life short. That's not right. And less than 4% of the National Cancer Institute's funding goes to pediatric cancer research. That is crazy. That's crazy. There's over 12 different types of childhood cancer with countless subtypes. So that 3.8%, it has to be spread out through all of them. How is that fair? How is that fair? How can we tell children that they matter when we can't even give them enough money to look into better treatments for them? Other things that we learned after he had these nephrectomies, after he had his surgeries, were getting assigned a nephrologist who came in and told us that Leo will be on blood pressure medicine eventually. Expect for him to be on dialysis probably before he turns 30 years old. And maybe one day, if his cancer doesn't reoccur, he would be eligible for a transplant if needed.